Rise, minions, and welcome to Unmade Gaming. We are here. We are back from one of our Patreon one-shots. This is the Patreon makeup of the June 2025 episodes here in July. This is the second one of the month. We have two more coming later on in the month. But we are here. We are back. This is an episode of Glenbrook Chronicles, the definitely not a campaign and just a long, long series of unconnected one-shots as far as you're aware. That being said, this episode is called Sorry, Wrong Number. As always, if you guys like what we do here and you want to support the channel, the best way to do it is like these fine folks that you see here before you by going over and joining us over on our Patreon, link in the description down below. Join us for our after show, join us for some polls, join us for some cool art over there. Go check it out. It's super fun, helps the channel out a lot. While you're clicking on that link, make sure you click on that Discord link, join us in the Discord, be a part of the community, be a part of the conversation. And as always, in the bottom right-hand corner, you see the corruption bar. That bar serves two purposes. One is when that bar fills, something probably traumatic happens to a group of children. Secondly, every single dollar that goes into that bar goes back to this channel for all kinds of cool things like artwork and editing and mortgages and just the fun stuff. That being said, and without further ado, the year is...
We have a new player. We have a new player.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
Oh,
I'm gonna get there. In game, I'll get there.
We're so excited.
The year is 1986. The place, New England. More specifically, Rhode Island. The home of Mercy Brown, America's first vampire. The site of many dark and lurid tales from the mind of HP Lovecraft. The home of the infamously haunted Perron Family, and now the site of one of the largest government research facilities in the world, the Loop. Today is, for all you note takers out there, Saturday, May 10th, 1986. And we set the scene in the quiet, nothing ever happens, New England town of Glenbrook. Settled in central Rhode Island. And we focus in on this town on a bright, sunshiny May morning, Saturday morning. The cartoons have ended and the children have been kicked outside to play until the streetlights come on. And we find ourselves in the parking lot of One Component Video. We see a door closed, a sign on the door says open. A sign on the window says no need to rewind. And inside, we see shelves stocked with the latest VHS tapes. We see a display TV playing a movie from the current year. And inside, we see a family of busy little bees. We see Elliot is currently stocking shelves. We see his sister is sort of twirling gum on her finger while listening to her Walkman and sort of bopping her foot along as she leans on the counter. We see an older uncle head up the stairs to an apartment. And we see Elliot's parents sort of back and forth in here, tottering around Component Video, as they are wont to do, as it is their establishment. Inside the Component Video, we see two people. One we've never seen before, and one we haven't seen in some time. We'll start with our newcomer. Laura, welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream. Please introduce us to your character, Madeline Partridge. What does she look like? What is she doing in the store? And what movie is she trying to find?
Okay, so Mads is probably kind of dressed like this, really. It's just a hastily shoved up side ponytail. It's not really that fussed, in all fairness. What her hair looks like, it's just kind of there. And she's got a t-shirt with like an AC/DC logo across the front, and like a denim jacket that had the sleeves ripped off. So it's just a waistcoat now, if you know what I mean. And ripped jeans and some worn sneakers. Yeah, and she's probably looking for something funny. I think she was looking for like a comedy. I don't know if she's looking for anything in particular, probably just something maybe she hasn't seen yet, which she'll probably be here a long time looking for something she hasn't seen yet, but you know.
Okay. Also inside component video, we see Blake. Blake, please remind us what your character looks like and what might you be looking for here inside component video.
Blake is, since it's May, now 14. He's about 6'4". And right now in the video store, he is looking through the horror section to find a Stephen King movie. I think he's going to go. He's stuck between Christine or Cujo. So he's just comparing. It's like, I've seen this twice, but I can get away with watching this one. So he's going to go with Christine and puts Koju back.
Okay. So we see. Just for our own knowledge, Laura, have you decided is Mads a native to the colonies, or is she an expat from the UK?
Oh, I think we're gonna go with native.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. So I believe Mads, you're 13. So you would all be in and around the same grade. So for sake of character knowledge, you would be at least aware of other people. This is a small town. Everyone sort of knows everyone. There's one middle school, one high school. So the student body is not so large that you can go through without knowing a single person. You kind of have heard of at least everyone here. So you would know that the Wheeler family owns Component Video. You would know that Elliot, who is currently stocking shelves, is the youngest child of this family and goes to school with you. I believe he is 2 years your senior. You may have recognized Blake as well. He has siblings, one of which is a very popular girl, one of which is his older brother is a jock, so you probably have heard the Williams name around school. And so you've lived here your whole life, and you know all these people. We see our first legitimate foreigner, someone from California, only living here the last few years, approaching Component Video, probably with the latest conspiracy ready to go, or perhaps because she may or may not have a little bit of a crush. We see Fish riding by on a bicycle towards Component Video. The store is hopping. You see people you recognize in there. And as if through a sort of a glossy overlay, you can see through the big plate glass window into there, a sort of soft tone sort of comes around the outside. And the camera sort of zoom focuses from Fish's eye line to Elliot as he like slowly and dreamily puts a VHS back on the table. And we cut to Fish as you enter into the parking lot of Component Video.
Yeah, as she enters in, but as she's riding up in her bike, she's just like cycling casually, and I don't know what time of day it is, but this group of boys turn onto the street ahead of her, and like they don't stop, they don't see her, but they keep going. And one of the boys is Billy Duncan. And she just happens to be cycling at that perfect moment to see them. And then they're gone. And she just goes and pulls up next to the thing, and she looks through the window and she sees Elliot, and she just kind of smiles and then puts her kickstand down and she skips in.
As you draw the kickstand down on your bicycle and you hop off and you begin to approach the door, from a nearby payphone, you hear...
She looks around and she sees the payphone.
You do. You see a payphone in the parking lot. It's always been here. Just sort of off to the side, somewhere between like equidistant from like the door to the sidewalk, sort of just off to the side of the parking lot.
Yes, this is... I think in California, you don't answer the phone to strangers.
That's fair. That's fair.
So
You would know that each payphone has a number on it, so in case you have to call someone, they have to call you back. There is a number. It is possible to call. You don't see anyone around here. In fact, the only car you really see inside is the Wheeler family car. Everyone, there are a couple of bicycles here. You recognize Blake's you've seen before, and I will leave it up to you if you recognize Mad's bike, sort of kicked to the side here. But the phone continues to ring as you get off your bike and approach the front door.
I think she shoots at a glance, and I think she like holds it for maybe like 10 seconds and looks, and then she just turns back to the door and then ignores it and walks in.
Okay. You see that the Wheeler family is about the store, doing their respective jobs. You see that Blake and Mads are both looking for VHSs. It seems as though Blake has found his and is approaching the counter. And you see that in the stacks, Elliot is there. Where do you
she
go?
walks in like, Elliot, my man. She walks in.
So cool.
Yeah, and she's got the tapes that he had told her that she has to watch, and she's watched them diligently, and she puts them in like the return slot.
Elliot just calls out, "Oh, Fish, I hope you rewound those."
What? The policy change?
No, but I'm the one that does all the rewinding, so you're just creating work for me.
Well, you should have told me that. I thought you liked rewinding them.
Yeah, that's such a fulfilling job.
Okay, fine. Well, now I know that. Well, hey Blake, how's it going? Hey Mads. So we're making a plan to go see Aliens when it comes out in a couple months? July 16th.
Well, we can't tell my mom I'm watching Aliens. She barely lets me read my horror books as it is, and I have to sneak by and wait when she's not at home to watch this.
Did you watch the first one?
I mean, I did sneak out to watch it, but she did end up finding out.
It's going to be scary, I think. I'm excited. How's it going, Mads?
Okay. Just, I've seen all of these.
Oh, yeah? Have you seen Alien? And she will pick it off the shelf and show it to her.
She'll scrunch up her nose. Like, she's got like freckles that run across her nose, and she just scrunches them. She goes, "Oh, no, I don't do horror."
No. Well, that's fair. I didn't really do horror either, but Elliot told me to watch it, so. And then the sequel's coming out in July, so. So, what's everyone doing?
Just working. Do you need any new recommendations to watch?
Sure.
I mean, Goonies is pretty good. It's been out for a little while, but it's starting to be available. You know, you have that rush where people book it and you can't really lend it out, but we've got copies now.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll definitely watch that one. I love the Goonies. Which one's your favorite, Elliot?
Which is my favorite Goonie? Probably, I don't know. They're all pretty lame.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's unrealistic that kids would get up to adventures like that.
Really? You think so? Well, I mean, yeah, but like it's make believe, right?
I mean, I think Chunk is probably my favorite.
Yeah, he's so funny. Yeah,
And that kid's a good actor. He'll go far.
I think so too. And maybe that Brandon guy, he's kind of cute, don't you think?
I don't see it.
No. Well, maybe you should watch it again with a different perspective.
Bet that Sean Astin guy will do something cool.
Yeah, he might that career might flounder. You never know.
Oh,
I like
man.
Data.
Yeah. Well, okay. I like all the characters. Okay, except for that stupid guy, like with the Letterman jacket.
Thanos.
He's
Troy?
like, and he yells at the girl. I can't remember her name. He's like, "You Goody!" Yeah, that guy's lame.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Mads, and she holds up Goonies. This is not scary. It's like action. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Sweet.
You all
Definitely worth a
converse.
watch.
You all converse about the Goonies. Which one is better? Which one is worse? Elliot, you know, unrelated, you know that the movie Short Circuit just came out yesterday in theaters, and looks to be an interesting sci-fi robot comedy flick. But that is neither here nor there, because all of you here, coming from inside the store. Your sister,
Can't work.
obliviously listening to her Walkman, doesn't even notice the phone ringing.
What's her name again?
Ellie?
Ellie.
Ellie. Ellie, you gonna get that?
Huh?
The phone's ringing.
I ring out customers.
He's helping customers right now, so he
I
can't
ring out
answer.
customers. Thank you. And then she just blows a big bubble, pops.
Elliot just does the big sigh and wanders over and picks up the phone composite video.
Elliot?
Yeah. To whom am I speaking?
Is there someone called Fish there?
Elliot looks over at Fish and says, "Is someone called Fish there?" And he looks at her pointedly.
What? Who is it?
Yeah. Who am I speaking to?
I have a message for a fish.
Yeah, we don't serve fish here. Maybe try the local grocery store.
She walks over and pelts out her hand. Who is it?
Huh?
I'm gonna take a. She kind of gives Ellie a sly glance, like, I'm gonna take a personal call. And she old school phone to her ear. Hello?
Is this Fish?
Yeah.
Um.
Who is this?
Okay, listen. You. Don't. Fuck. If you go home now, you're gonna miss it. You need to wait 5 minutes. Then you can go. Okay?
Okay, JoJo, you can stop pranking me now.
You hear a click, followed by of the no phone signal sound.
That was weird.
Roll me an investigate.
Sure. Oh, my character sheet. One success.
You know two things. Well, you know one thing. You think a different thing.
Okay.
You know that was not JoJo.
Okay.
You think that might have been an older woman?
A woman?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not JoJo. Older woman. Okay.
That's all you know.
Oh. As long as it wasn't Billy Duncan and I just screwed up your plan by putting him in the intro.
Nope.
Okay. And she said, wait 5 minutes or else I'll miss it.
Basically.
Sounded like some woman. Not JoJo. I thought JoJo may be pranking me as like playing a woman, like doing a fake woman's voice, but it wasn't him.
He's got a high voice. He does come across feminine, but
Yeah, but it was kind of missing that New England twinge, that New Englanders have.
I'd never heard it.
Hmm.
And Elliot goes back to the phone and picks it up and does the *69.
You *69 and you get the boop, boop, boop. The number you have dialed is not in service. Please hang up and try again.
This is a recording. Okay.
And Elliot just says, yeah, that's number's not connected.
Usually that takes a few days to disconnect the phone.
Maybe they called from the number and then immediately no, if they cut the line, that wouldn't affect the number. It would just not connect, right?
Yeah, the number would still exist. It just wouldn't be able to connect to anything.
So what did they say?
They said, if I go home now, I'll miss it. Wait 5 minutes.
Miss what?
I don't know. She turns and looks at Mads. Hey, Mads, has anything weird ever happened to you living here in Glenbrook?
Define weird.
Oh, I don't know. Finding a room, and then after you exit, turn around, it disappears like the next day.
No, I don't do drugs.
Yeah, like stuff. Sometimes there's like houses that are here that aren't here. Missing time, like you're doing something and then something weird happens. All of a sudden you wake up the next day in your bed. You see kind of like ghosty people or strange devices. Go through.
Oh, don't forget Shadow Man.
Yeah, and like other dimensions and stuff like that.
I just kind of just just taking a couple of steps back. Looks down at she's got a Swatch watch, which is I don't know what American cartoons are around.
Swatch, yeah, we had Swatch too.
Whatever. But whatever cartoon, I guess was popular in the States in the 80s. I guess it's probably something like that, which is going on.
A sweet My Little Ponies one?
Definitely not. I loved My Little Ponies as a kid.
Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, possibly Ninja Turtles.
Too early for Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that's right. Ninja Turtles came out in '89.
Yeah.
Gem and the Holograms.
Smurfs, yeah, Gem. G.I. Joe. Mask.
Care Bears.
Care Bears, yep. For sure. Yeah. You guys converse here in the unassuming video store. Nothing's happening here. Nothing. There's no cars pulling up. You see, Fish. You see cars kind of going by on the street. There's no one strange walking around. Maybe there's a second when you kind of look specifically for anyone that may or may not have a cane. No one of suspicious mark sort of comes by. Everything here looks very normal. Everyone has 2 arms and 2 legs. It looks very normal in here.
Very human.
Everyone is everyone here is human. And as you guys are kind of conversing about that strange phone call, you hear a sound. It sounds like breaking and cracking glass.
What is that?
Did someone try to break in broad daylight or something? What?
It sounds like someone chewing glass.
She's gonna look around. Is it coming from your uncle's apartment?
Like what
You look-
direction? Yeah.
You look around and you see that dead center on the plate glass window in front of the component video store is a spider web beginning to crack across the glass that says component video.
Is that what you meant by weird?
Yeah, that's weird.
I
Yeah.
think we need
Yeah.
to kind of step. I think we need to go behind the desk and duck for cover because
Quick, behind Ellie.
Yeah.
Let's go.
As you who is the last person to move here?
And
I think-
possibly
we could roll for it.
Mads, because I think she's just slightly off kilter right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She came to look for a video, and now there's a weird phone call. They're asking her weird questions.
Yeah.
So I
That
think
makes
she's
perfect sense.
Possibly like the last. Although normally she has good reactions. Like
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I
Are
mean,
you all-
maybe you're just not you're not used to the strangeness, right? This is the first time that
Yes.
you've been put in a situation where like movement wasn't a choice; it was a thing that was like, oh, I feel unsafe. So as the last person to move, you begin to see the outside get dark, as if storm clouds have rolled in over Glenbrook. It's not like nighttime, but definitely like it looks like it's about to rain. That sort of slow creep of clouds. And as you're looking at the glass, the spider web sort of spread in the glass, you can see clouds rolling overhead, and the outside gets slightly darker. Not uncommon for a storm to happen in May. Just you guys all thought it was going to be a bright, clear day.
It's another nor'easter.
Nope. Nope.
You never trust the weatherman out here.
Does Ellie respond to it?
Well, you all kind of look. It sounds like you're all going behind the counter, and she just sort of looks to all of you like she's annoyed you exist, which is pretty typical. That's mostly her normal face. And then she looks over at Elliot and just goes, "Ugh," and then walks out from behind the counter.
So she doesn't seem to react.
She's not reacting to the window. She's more reacting to the fact that you've invaded her space, and she does not want you there.
I think does it have like the double-sided shelves that run across the shop, or are the videos just like along the walls? Or is it got,
Both
like...
the walls and the double-sided shelves.
Okay, so I think Maddie's probably put like one of the double-sided shelves between her and the window.
Sure.
That's usually taller than her, whereas
Yeah.
the counter's like only half height. So I think
Yeah.
she probably steps like in front of the big tall thing.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, perfect.
And I think Fish is gonna be like, no, you know what? I'm not doing this. And she's gonna stomp around the shelf, and she's gonna go, or around the counter, and she's gonna go to the front door and open it up and step outside. Or if she can get that far, she'll open the door.
You walk to the front of the door, front of the store. Go ahead and roll me an observation, or sorry, an investigation.
Okay. I do like investigating, but I can't succeed today.
Okay. You walk by with determination. You swing open the front door, and you step out into the cooling breeze of May as storm clouds have rolled overhead. You can kind of feel the moisture in the air like a storm's about to hit, and the temperature has sort of dropped a couple degrees out here. Again, not uncommon this time of year.
Storms are brewing, and she's gonna look at the window. Is the window cracked from the outside?
As you turn, are you fully outside the building? Or are you just like in the doorway looking at it?
I know she'll step out because she's trying to take charge.
Okay. You step out into the parking lot, and the window is cracked from both sides. You do see that. And then you see your reflection in the window. You also see Elliot through the window. You see Blake sort of through the window, and you see Mad sort of peeking around. And as you look at this, as you're kind of like moving, your reflection moves with you. That's what reflections do. But the longer you stand there, the longer you realize that doesn't look like you.
Do I have a mustache?
You don't have a mustache. However, one side of your hair is shaved like a crew cut. You see that
Damn.
the jacket you're wearing is a loop-issued jacket, complete with the circular loop logo on it. You see that you are wearing a Walkman. And you see that you have a scar along the side of your jaw.
Good lord.
You look through the glass and you see Elliot, who is sort of standing behind the counter, except you see that he's dressed in like a jumpsuit, like a fully zip up pullover, almost like a mechanic. And you see that he has a backpack that sort of reminds you of a proton pack from Ghostbusters. It's like a thick-strapped, big, boxy frame, except instead of having like the photon cannon, this has a large metal rod that ends in what looks to be like a colander, like you would strain pasta in. And you see that he has a pair of glasses on, except the frame of one of the glasses is like broken, and on the one that does have the glass seems to be soldered some kind of like, some sort of like, almost like a half a binocular, it looks like, on one side of this. You see Blake, who is sort of peeking, behind Elliot, except Blake is wearing a trench coat, to which you've never seen him have a trench coat. And you're pretty certain you see the end of a sign that would say Crystal Lake Drive, except the part where it says DR is sort of sharpened to a point, as if he is wielding a street sign as if a weapon. And you see Mads sort of peeking out from behind the shelves of movies, and you see that under both of her eyes, like almost like a football player, she has paint across both of her cheekbones. You see that her hands are now covered in fingerless gloves, and you see that wrapped around the interior lining of them seems to be like metal wire. And you see that she's wearing a leather, like almost like a bandolier, which is strange. You've never seen a bandolier in person in your life outside of a cowboy film, but she seems to be wearing one that has like a bunch of things clipped to it. You're not entirely sure what they are. One of them looks like a film canister. One of them looks to be like a disposable camera. All of these things are sort of strapped into this thing.
You started describing like Elliot like Iceman, and then he turned into something completely different. Iceman from Top Gun.
Yeah. Not the X-Men.
Yeah. I think she's looking like really like oddly, like looking at Blake and then looking at Elliot and then looking at Mads, and then she's like, guys, come out here.
Matt's like whispers over. She sees Fish just looking wild-eyed now on the other side of the glass.
Yeah, you just see Fish like staring at the glass.
And she just kind of like whispers over to Elliot and just goes, "Are you sure your friend doesn't take drugs?"
No.
Yeah, we're not 100% sure what she's on. But,
Guys, come out here.
You're supposed to say no to that stuff,
it's
right?
yeah. So Nancy Reagan said, but she's not cool. So, but Fish does this all the time. She's generally harmless. You just have to play along.
Hello, guys, come out here.
Okay.
Blake walks out. It's like, this is the second time I've looked in something with reflection since then.
I know, we're like badass movie characters. Look, and she points.
If you're outside, you see all the same stuff.
Huh.
Except whereas Blake, if you were behind Elliot before, now you are standing next to Fish. and you see the full like trench coat, sharpened street sign.
It's like,
Mad Max. Why? Right? It looks like Mad Max.
yeah, I guess so. Like, look at my scar. I'm only 13. Why do I have a scar? Do we still look our ages?
It's hard to tell. You definitely look around the same age. Maybe like a year older, maybe like 2 years older. The growth from 13 to 15 is not a huge, a massive change. You still look pretty much the same. Hair might be a little bit longer. Obviously, half of your head is shaved. No one's rocking any thick facial hair. No one's several feet taller. You all look pretty much the same.
Or alternate universes, versions. She's going to touch the glass. And she's going to motion again for Elliot and Mads to come out.
Blake immediately stops her. He's like, have we not learned from when I tried to do that with the mirror?
What happened, though? You didn't...
You were there.
I know, but what happened? I don't even think you explained what really happened. And this is not the same.
Still, you don't want to go through it. Like, it's just...
Okay. Don't touch it. And she's gonna motion again to Elliot and Mads to come on out. Guys,
And,
come
and
on.
Elliot just says to Matt, "Hey, she's relatively harmless. You just have to play along."
Elliot pulls a half rolled up. Mads pulls a half rolled up bag of jellies out of her pocket, and she's just like, "Come on."
And Elliot heads towards the door and says, "What's up?"
Look. Something's weird with the reflections.
Elliot steps out and looks through the glass. Can he see Ellie?
You see Ellie, just like she normally is, reflected normally inside the glass. She's sort of fucked off away from the register because you guys were annoying her. And she's on a stool that leads to like the back room, and she's sort of just sat there. You see her legs sort of bopping along to whatever music she's listening to as she continues to pull on her gum and sort of twirl it around her finger.
And Elliot just looks at Fish and goes, "Yeah, she looks weird. I don't trust her."
Yeah. She's your sister. She's really weird. But look at Mads.
Did Mads come out with me, or did Mads stay inside?
No, Mads is kind of just there, stood chewing on the jellies, looking at the four of you stare through the window.
So she's on the other side of the window still?
So you just see on your side, Mads, you just see three people going,
Yeah.
like pointing and looking at strange things as you are now clearly trapped inside this video store by three crazy children.
Yeah. You're not cornered in here. And she opens the door. She opens the door and she goes, "You want to see something cool, Mads? Come here." Well, maybe not cool. It's heckin' weird. Come on.
Okay. Mads kind of just trots out.
You head out, and Mads, you turn to see what they're looking at, and you see the same thing. You see different versions of all the kids that are here, looking like, you know, as Blake had put it, looking a little Mad Max. Elliot, actually, two things. Elliot,
Okay,
roll me a comprehend, and now that everyone's outside, everyone can roll me an investigate.
Wow, 3 for me.
There it
Holy
is.
shit.
Ooh, 2 for me.
Success on the comprehend.
Elliot, you had heard Mad Max come from Blake's mouth as he was conversing with Fish, and while he's not wrong, another cinema classic comes to mind as you who have consumed so many movies? It's a little less Mad Max and a little more Red Dawn.
Mm.
And yeah, Ellie just says to them, we look like we're from Red Dawn. We're like we've been invaded, and maybe we're formed our own militia or something.
Who do we get invaded by?
The loop.
Russians.
Not the Russians. The Libyans?
No, they just work on nuclear bombs.
And she looks at Mads. See? Weird stuff.
Yeah, it looks like something you'd see on MTV. She's like getting closer and back.
Everyone
It looks like some
except-
kind of weird music video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like because we're standing there looking in the mirror, it's like some kind of like album cover. Like one version of yourself and then reflections of different versions.
Everyone but Mads looks in the mirror, this reflection, and you all notice something. The sign, the like what do you call that? That like plastic sign that like the billboard essentially that says component video. The reflection in the mirror says composite video.
I knew it.
Fish, with your 3 successes,
Yeah.
you see a young girl waving in the background that you didn't see before. You just see like the top of a head and like an arm waving, and like so it's like waving and pointing, and you realize that they are pointing at the phone.
The payphone?
You see that the girl that is waving at you has a pair of goggles on the top of her head.
Does it look like Dee Dee?
It might.
Max
You guys
has
see-
now pulled out one of the drumsticks she keeps in her back pocket of her jeans. And she's holding it out and she's poking the window with it. Like,
Yeah, the window
Like, you mean,
seems
like-
to be solid.
But they immediately swats her head. Don't touch it. Trust me, you don't want to touch.
as soon as you swat her hand, she smacks you on the forehead with her drumstick. She's like, "Don't touch me!"
Don't touch the magical unknown thing in front of us. That doesn't work out. Trust me from experience.
That's why I use a drumstick, dummy.
Just got a point. We have to know if it's weird or not. Like if it's the same thing. You guys see that girl, right? With the goggles?
As Fish points it out, you all see this girl. Well, you see like the top of a head with goggles and like a hand waving and then like pointing.
Oh, it's
That
maybe
immediately
short
turns
maybe?
around to see if she can see the same girl behind us, actually.
You turn around and there's no one behind you. Everything looks very normal behind you.
She's gonna go to the phone.
And
then-
the moment you go to reach for the phone, you immediately hear.
She looks back at the others and then picks it up. Hello?
Again, you hear in the same voice that you heard before on the phone. I don't yeah, I don't know how long we have. I think the others are crossing.
What's going on? Who are
Okay,
you?
That's all I can say. I gotta go. We gotta go.
What? No!
Click.
No! And she's like, ah! She slams the phone down. She stomps over.
As Fish is stomping over, the 3 of you left at the window watch as your reflections slowly fade back to normal and the cracks in the glass slowly disappear.
It was the same person. And she said the others were crossing and that she didn't have much time.
What others?
What others?
I don't know.
Crossing
I
what?
tried to ask who she was, but she said she just kind of blew me off. And then she just hung up.
Fish,
What?
did that voice sound like you?
I don't think so. I don't know what I sound like over the phone.
Mike, is there any creepy vans on the
There
street?
are
nearby?
no creepy vans. There's no creepy vans, no creepy people, no tapping of canes.
Are there mundane vans?
There are no vans, mundane or creepy.
What's the
Strangely
sky
enough.
like now? Mads like looks up as
yeah.
the sky.
It is still a darkening gray storm sky.
Okay, so the storm hasn't magically gone away.
Correct.
Okay.
Said others were coming.
They said no. She said the others were crossing. I don't know what that means.
So does this kind of stuff like happen often to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, Mads, it does seem like everyone other than you is pretty okay with what's happening right now. Like no one's
Yeah.
losing their mind.
Yeah. If anything, like Fish is definitely giving off she's definitely giving off like here we go again type of thing. Like she's got like this air of like frustration about her. Well, she said if I go home now, I'll miss it, but to wait 5 minutes.
I think the 5
I'm
minutes
pretty
might
sure
have
it's been
passed.
longer. Yeah.
Yeah, but like
I think we just witnessed what it was, or part of it.
yeah, maybe. Can I roll a comprehend, Mike, to see if that is true? Like the thing she said I would miss.
Yeah, if you can, if you'd like
window? Okay. Or did she mean for me to go home? 4 successes. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
That's where I put my
100%.
experience.
100%. What she meant was, don't go home. You're gonna miss the thing that's gonna happen in 5 minutes, which was the window.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, unmistakably, what she meant was that.
That's where I put all my XP that you gave us. So
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that was probably it. Wow. I wonder what caused it. Hey, Elliot, has anything else weird been happening around here?
Generally not. When you're not around, things are pretty normal.
Savage.
Great, thanks.
Well, it's more whenever we group up at more than 2 people. Honestly, at this point.
I don't know. My entire dance class meets up like once every week, and no weird shit ever happens around us.
I mean, that sounds weird to me, a dance club.
Yeah? Well, can you do this? And she just kind of jumps into a split straight away on the ground. And
Very
slides straight
impressive.
back up again.
Yeah, and Fish is like, whoa! That's wicked! Your turn, Elliot. And she...
Fish thinks of all the
yeah,
ways this could be useful in a heist or in a escaping the government.
Yeah. That was really cool, Mads. Can you do a cartwheel?
Yeah. But, I mean,
Cool.
probably going to rain soon.
We don't even, yeah, you don't have to do it now.
Sky.
Maybe one day you can teach me how to do one because I can't do them.
Oh. I mean, it's kind of easy, really. But, yeah, anyway. So,
All right. So only weird stuff happens when I'm around. Thanks, Elliot.
I mean, I'm only relating my experience.
Well, anyway, I should probably pay for the movie before I forget to.
No, I'll just blame Ellie.
Fair, she does ring up customers and she didn't do it.
Exactly.
Well, what do you guys want to do now? Anything?
I don't know. Not much we can do besides where do we think the weakest point is between dimensions at this in the loop?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, we're either going to do nothing or we're going to investigate.
No, I rewind to the bit about the dimensions thing.
Yeah, like there's some spots in the town here that seem like she looks at Elliot for like an appropriate word. Like the barrier between universes is thinner in certain areas. And places like the Loop and like some other organizations are trying to study it. So yeah. And we get tangled up in it or in what they're doing. Just your typical day in Glenbrook.
I mean, it's not my typical day, but
Yeah, you're kind of lucky. Gingy looks at the three of them. You're all born here. I'm not, so maybe that.
Oh, no, I'm not born here, remember? I moved in like last year.
Oh. Well, you've had. Yeah, I guess so. So, Elliot, nothing weird happens around here?
No, apart the only weird things that started to happen were after you burnt down the video store that time.
That was you.
Okay, you know what? I think it's probably about time that I went, because I mean, if my mom knew I was hanging around with arsonists, I don't think she'd be really happy.
To be fair,
it was really nice hanging out with you guys.
It was
But she starts to climb onto her back.
It was Elliot. You're muted, Mike.
This is the most appropriate response of any kid in Glenbrook thus far.
Yeah, it totally is. To be fair, it was Elliot's idea, and it was a lightning strike. It wasn't arson.
That time, it wasn't arson.
And it was his uncle's house.
Which is above the video store.
And he makes Elliot sleep in the downwaiter.
Dumbwaiter.
That's what I said.
What?
You said downwaiter, I heard.
You sleep in the dumbwaiter? Isn't that like a tiny little elevator?
Yeah.
I don't sleep in it. I use it to go up and down stairs rather than using the stairs. I don't sleep there. That's weird.
So you say.
I mean, to be fair, if I had a dumbwaiter, I'd probably use it too. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean to scare you, Mads, but now that you hung out with us, you might be drawn into things now. Sorry.
And Ellie goes, Fish, let's try something. Go and answer the phone. And Elliot goes to the payphone and rings component video.
Elliot, so Fish, you walk inside and you stand by the counter waiting for it. Elliot, you go pick up the phone and it's dead air. Not the sound that you pick up and wait a couple of seconds and then it's like that, like that. You haven't inserted a coin sort of noise. There's nothing on the other side. It sounds just like you are pressing a empty phone to the side of your head, as if this phone is not functional.
Elliot checks the coin return for a coin.
There's no coin.
And he just randomly starts dialing, hoping to get an operator.
You start hitting 0, and nothing happens. If you're feeling risky, you might hit 911. Nothing happens. No tone goes out. No signal goes out of this phone.
Yeah, Elliot just hangs back up and goes back to the video store and says to Fish, that phone doesn't even work.
Well, I got a dial tone when the girl hung up on me.
Wait, do you hear a dial tone on the store's phone?
Yeah, she's gonna pick up the store's phone.
Store's phone works just fine.
Oh,
A couple
okay.
seconds goes by, you hear a dial tone.
Yeah.
What's the number on the payphone?
401-233-1318.
And Ellie just calls that out to Fish and gets her to dial the payphone.
Much like *69, you get the boop, boop, boop. The number you have called is no longer in service. Please hang up and try again.
Well, that's a problem for Glenbrook City Works. She comes back out, says it doesn't exist.
I mean, but you just spoke on it.
I know. And Fish is like, better mark it. She walks over with a piece of like red chalk and puts a and draws an X on the side of the payphone.
You mark it with an X as some sort of interdimensional warning to anyone who knows what Fish's X's are.
It's the first one.
Yeah. As you are all sort of scattered about the outside of the store, it begins to drizzle a little bit. Tiny little rain.
The rain's normal. It's not purple, right?
Nope, it's very mundane rain. It's your average run-of-the-mill rain.
I hate you, Will.
Hey, it's rained purple before. I don't.
I think Mads like grumbles and runs back inside.
You, Fish, you see Ellie look over at you, and she like slides a headphone off, and she goes, I don't get paid to babysit you guys. Are you buying something or get out?
Yeah, she grabs she grabs I don't know if they had like the penny candies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she looks over, grabs like the paper bag, and she goes over to the penny candies and she's like filling up the bag.
There is a loud, prolonged as she puts the headphone back on.
And then she will pay for it when she's filled it up.
She gets up and weighs it, and you watch as she like puts a finger on the edge of the scale, and she says,
Hey.
$1.25.
Fine. And she reaches in her pocket and you hear like a jingle, and then she pulls out 2 fistfuls of pennies out of her pockets and starts counting them out. 125.
She pulls the stool from the corner and just sits on it, and with like a hard thump of her elbow, just leans there and doesn't help, just watches you count to 125.
Yep. And she will count it and then be done with it.
This isn't your hangout, Elliot.
I'm working. I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what you're doing. Your friends have used our store as like a clubhouse or something. I'll tell Mom.
Mom doesn't care.
Hey, having customers in your store is a good thing.
You're barely a customer.
It makes us look busy.
No, it doesn't.
Busy. Like,
Looks just like a babysitter's club.
Hello, I rented movies. Will rented movies. Well, it's giving you business, isn't it?
Whatever. And she slides her thumb on the rotary on her Walkman, and you can begin to hear as music
she's
starts
about to
coming
leave,
up.
I put the movie down. I was going to rent out. It's like, I'm going to rent this one.
Beep boop. And then she just turns the number around on the register and points to it, so she doesn't have to take off her headphones.
And I pay it.
She processes the transaction, and then the entire time she just keeps looking at Elliot in a get your friends out of the store kind of way, which is pretty typical of Ellie. not enjoying the presence of her brother or any of his friends. And as soon as you guys grab your things, she leans back on her elbow and fades back into her musical fugue.
Mm-hmm. So where do we want to go?
Well, we could meet up after Elliot's done working and try to go to... where was the place you guys thought you might have crossed dimensions again? It was in the forest, right?
No, the most recent one is over on Kansas Street.
Mads, this is the most casual, insane conversation you may have ever heard in your life.
I think at this point she's kind of just sussing them up as well. She's like trying to determine at this point whether these like they're just having a laugh with her, whether I mean she saw what she saw, obviously, do you know what I mean? But at the same time, they just really don't think that this is that weird at all. And just begin to think they're a bit sus. So she's just kind of
like, are you part of an elaborate prank that's happening here? And what's the purpose of the prank? Where does this get them?
Mm-hmm.
Just looking for the cameras or some kind of like weird MTV show or something. You know, like.
Funny you should say that.
They're inventing reality TV.
Yeah, like they're talking too much in serious tones, and like there's no like suspicious glances at you or anything like that. It's like you're part of the group or whatever. But yeah, that was on Kansas Street.
All right. Guess we'll meet up at Kansas Street later. What time do you get out, Elliot?
He goes, Ellie just told me to leave, so, you know.
Sweet.
I'm not meant to be finished now, but she told me to leave.
All right. Guess we'll ride there now. And then Blake puts on his satchel and adjusts it, then gets on the bike.
Okay. Mads, these three wild potential arsonists, possibly insane people, seem to be agreeing to go meet at a random road. Are you going with them, or are you running for your life?
What is like? Does she recognize the name of the road? Like, I mean, if it's a small town, then
it's a small town. You know,
is it?
It's
like a secluded road? Is it? You know. Like,
I mean, you're in a small like suburban town. So like all of the roads are essentially like side roads. Like the component video is on like the main road, right? So everything off of this is like little kind of like lightly wooded side roads. You would know Kansas is roughly the same, right? It's not like back in the woods like Crystal Lake Drive is. It's not like way off the beaten path. It's like a few roads off of the main road. But there are houses there. So you're not like out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, they get on their bikes and Fish looks over her, is like, "You coming?"
Sure.
Sweet.
Like, there's nothing else exciting really going on this Saturday. So I think she'll go along cautiously.
She has her safety whistle ready.
She's actually got her house keys like through her knuckles so as she's riding the bike. You guys follow Fish to Kansas Street. Fish, where are you going? What's on Kansas Street? Remind us.
It's the house that's not there anymore.
It's the house that is no longer there.
Yeah, and her and Elliot opened a portal to another dimension, and then they had to plug it somehow.
Crazy.
And she lost her bag that had her tape in it.
Crazy. So you follow Mads. You're the audience. The audience's eyes in this cinema moment. We see Mads cautiously following this group of delinquents. down to Kansas Street, and you see them all sort of stop. Fish and Elliot stop first. Blake right behind, and you see them stop on a populated street. There are houses here. You see them stop in front of a lot. There is nothing here. There is a like a little bit of a driveway off of the street, but everything else is just a grass lot here. You may have passed by this area. As far as you know, there's never been a house here. You've been on Kansas Street before in the car going to and from different places. This has always just been an abandoned lot. But the kids seem to stop here with purpose as they screech the bikes to a halt, and Fish stops outside of this strange abandoned lot.
Is the lawn mowed or is it like overgrown?
It's overgrown.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's been for you. It's been a couple of weeks since you've been here.
Yeah. In my head, I always just imagine like that flat green mowed lawn, but completely empty of anything.
Nope. It's been a month since you have been here, and the grass shows that.
It's weird that the city doesn't come down here and mow it.
The video store to come and stare at an empty patch of grass. Is that what do you normally do this for fun? I mean,
what, you can't see the house there?
She looks at Elliot.
There's a house there, isn't there? Fish.
Sure. Double gable frontage.
Are you messing with me? Can you see a house?
Elliot just rolled his eyes and goes, "Of course there's no house. You were supposed to play along."
Well, I'm not trying to pull her leg. She's going to think we're crazy.
Oh, no.
I think that ship
That's
sailed.
fine.
Yeah, long gone.
She looks directly at Mads with a very intent expression.
I think I'm just here now to make sure you guys don't hate yourselves.
Aren't we all?
You saw the mirror. You saw your reflection in the mirror.
Yeah, that I did.
So that was weird, right?
Yes.
Okay. I know it sounds crazy, but believe us, it does sound crazy.
Mm-hmm. I believe you. It sounds crazy.
Yes, but it's true.
That not so much.
Does anyone's bike have mirrors on it?
That sounds like safety.
Yeah. I was thinking more Blake than you, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my mom keeps putting it back on.
Like, probably.
That's a good question. Blake, I believe do you not have an aversion to mirrors?
I think I kind of have, and that's why I keep trying to remove the mirrors, but they keep getting put back on by my parents.
Okay, fair. So yeah, we'll say you would have at least the one mirror on the handlebar, right?
Yeah, but it's turned down, not to where I can see it.
Yeah.
I think Elliot positioned the mirror so he can see if the vacant lot and see if he can see anything different.
Ooh, interesting. Elliot, you position the mirror. You start wrenching it around off of Blake's bike, and you see the house that was there. You see the house, except it looks like it is covered in graffiti. Windows are smashed out of it. There are holes in the roof. The lawn is even further overgrown. There are cracks in the driveway. This house looks like shit.
Elliot just goes, "Look, the house. I wasn't making it up."
She looks. Oh, It worked. She motions to Mads. Come look, you can see it in the reflection.
Oh yeah, the house, sure.
Just come and look at it. We're
Mads?
not crazy.
Mads, if
As
if you buy in and you get off your bike and go look, there is a house in the mirror.
Huh.
Fish.
Is that happened? Oh,
Fish, go ahead and
I
roll me
wanna-
a comprehend. And I'll give you, before you roll, I'll give you a bonus for 4 successes on the last one.
Okay. So like 1?
Actually, no. I'll give you. Here's what I'll say. The success you needed for the comprehend was only a 1 success. I will give you 3 forward bonuses. So you can apply all of them to this roll, or you can apply 1 to each. But you have 3 additional die to use for a comprehend roll as you see fit.
I'll use 1.
Okay.
I have a feeling. Well, I don't really know of a feeling, but I'm guessing something, so I'm only going to use 1. One. So I made 3.
Okay. You know a couple things. So first of all, you understand that the house you saw through the portal looked like a fully stocked and furnished normal house.
Yeah.
It looked like a almost exact copy of what you could see of the house you were standing in during the portal situation, right?
Yeah.
The
first
so yes. So that is a success there. The other thing is you've watched movies based on Elliot's recommendation and just in general as a teen in the 80s. Unless there is some level of like time fuckery, this house that is in the mirror couldn't possibly be the same house that you saw O'Rourke and Lee disappear into.
Sorry, could not possibly be?
Could not be. This house looks like shit in the mirror. And the house you saw through the portal looked just the
Normal.
same. Looked like a normal house.
She looks at Elliot and then points like, does that look like a Red Dawn type house?
Yeah, that looks like some sort of post-apocalypse type scenario.
So what if something happened and now this house is all run down and abandoned and not all neat and proper like normal? Like the people we saw, our reflections are from the time when this house is. Does that make sense?
What if this is some sort of alternate reality created when you lost your bag through that portal?
Maybe.
And I think at this point, Elliot reaches to the mirror on Blake's bike and just pulls it off. And then using the mirror backs up to where the house would be.
Like you're moving towards the house where the house is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back.
Yeah.
Yep. You begin backing up towards the house. The house gets closer and closer into view as you're moving towards the house. And you can sort of reverse navigate your way through the house if you so choose.
In the house?
Is there a phone in the house?
You look through like the windows and stuff. You can see like a Everything looks equally like shit, but you'd see a fully furnished house. Windows are broken, but there are still curtains sort of blowing in the breeze. There's like a table. Some of the chairs are shattered. You see like cutlery drawers are opened, cabinets are opened. You can see that there is like nothing in the cabinets. And you do see that hanging on the wall, traditionally, between the kitchen and the living room, is a wall-mounted phone.
So if Elliot goes up towards the door and he looks like his back is towards the door, can he move through the door, or is there something behind him?
No, there's nothing behind you. There's no house here.
So if he keeps moving through the lot, he's going through the house?
Yep.
So he's going to move to the point where the phone is and reach as if he's reaching for the phone. Does he feel anything?
You don't feel anything, but according to the mirror, you're touching it.
So the mirror shows his hand reflection touching the phone?
The mirror shows him and his hand, and the like behind his hand, like the background would be the house. So like where his hand is, he can't feel anything, but the mirror shows his hand is right about where the phone is.
That's fucky.
If he picks up the receiver as if he was using the mirror, if he tries to pick up the receiver, does it pick up?
It does.
It doesn't feel?
It does.
And he'll put the phone to his ear?
Can Blake, like, as soon as he sees that happen, try to stop and say, how about I be the one to do it, since I already flicked around with the mirror and found out?
I don't think this is the same thing, though.
Yeah, but still, I don't want anyone else to do that. I'll take the bullet again.
I'm happy not to be the guinea pig, and he hands the mirror over to Blake.
And then
Blake, you grab the mirror and you kind of position yourself where Elliot was. You move your hand around in like the same vein as what he was doing. As you move your hand around, there is a low grade cold tingling in your hand as you're moving it around.
and it's like, kind of feels like the mirror again. And he grabs the phone and then he dials Elliot's phone.
You dial the number for a component video.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. You dial the phone, and it's almost like those new headphones that sort of like are like bone conductive headphones, right? You don't hear in your ear, but you hear like inside your head. Hello?
Hello?
Who the hell is this?
Blake.
Blake who? And you realize
William.
that the voice you're hearing is a male voice, but it has an accent. How worldly would you say? Actually, not even how worldly. You're a bookworm. But your sister and your brother are both popular kids. One of them is a sports type person. Do you go to your brother's games?
I have to if our parents go there.
Outstanding. The accent you hear is an Indian accent.
No. Sheesh.
You only know of one Indian kid in all of Glenbrook.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
His name is Ojas Trivedi.
Ojas?
Yeah?
Wait, I'm Jake's brother.
Okay. Are you calling in with a report or what?
I quickly hang up the phone. I'm like,
You hang up the phone and you step away from that spot. The sound dims in your ears as everyone watches your shocked response.
What happened? Who did you talk to?
You can all hear his side of the conversation.
Yeah. I don't think she would know who Ojas is.
he's one of the other athletes at the school.
Didn't. Sorry, Mike. I don't know if I'm bringing in information that we wouldn't know, but didn't Otis disappear?
For a very small amount of time. Colt disappeared. His brother is missing.
Oh, okay.
What?
His brother was missing for a small amount of time.
I thought I just disappeared at the end of Unhollowed.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know what? Now you got me fucked up. I don't.
He's the one. He said goodbye to Colt and he like jumped through a portal or something.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
I mean, assuming this is the same universe.
Yes, Otis is missing.
Okay. And I think while they Elliot was doing like the walk back, like doing slowly, and then Will takes over. I think Fish leans over to Mads and she gives her like kind of like a Cole's notes of the significance of this house. And she explains that one day we were playing in our hideout and we noticed these strange machines or these strange devices surrounding our where we were, right? And we were investigating these machines, and then there's a huge flash and we lost consciousness. And then when we woke up, it's like we were not in phase. I'm sorry, this is really weird. I know how it sounds, but we were like invisible. Cars didn't see us, people in town didn't see us, but we were able to follow the vehicle who put the devices there. The vehicle led to a house that was right here.
I'm sorry, the cars couldn't see you, and
No.
the vehicle put I mean, I've never had a car see me before either.
The person driving the car.
Right.
Elliot was almost hit by a car standing on the side of the road because he couldn't see us. So we were following this truck and it led us to this house. And she points, there was a house here, just like the one that was in the mirror, except it wasn't all run down and covered in graffiti. It looked like that house next door, like brand new. Right? And then there was some weird technology in there. There's a bright flash of light. And then when the light went away, the house was gone. And we were literally standing in a field like this. So this is why we kept saying like there's weird dimensional stuff going on here.
Right.
I know it's crazy. But he was just talking. She looks at Will. You were just talking on some weird freaking phone.
I mean, he was just talking in the midair.
I know. But I don't know who Ojas is.
He's a kid that went missing, isn't he?
Really? And she thinks, yeah, maybe. I think you're right.
In fact, heard that right. This kid has gone missing in the real world, did you say? Like, yeah. Like a while ago, or?
He went missing back in November, right around the time of a big storm.
Yeah.
Do you remember? We had like a little memorial thing at school for him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that was him. But what did he say?
Well, nothing now.
He asked if I had a report. I kind of just freaked out and hung up the phone.
A report? Wow. That is weird. Like, what if this place is like going through a Red Dawn situation, and the component video is like a base?
Maybe. Well, since I didn't get, hypnotized or trance this time, I think someone else can try to call again if they want to.
Do you think
I
we
mean,
should?
Because I think it'd be weird if I just call them back.
Yes.
I mean, it's
that's
kind of
the
already weird.
thing.
She takes the mirror. I'll try. And she will turn around and do the walk back thing and find the phone.
Okay, you do.
And beep boop 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 boop.
You're calling component video.
Yeah.
You hear the same accent. Hello, who is this?
This is Fish.
Fish. Did your squad check in yet?
And she like gulps.
Did you guys make contact with the other side?
I'm experiencing a little confusion.
Did you give them the
Oja?
warning?
No.
What do you
I
mean,
wasn't-
no?
I wasn't able to get the message across in time. Can you repeat what the message or what the warning should be?
I told you to find you and tell them that the others are crossing.
Who is the others?
Is this a joke? We've been fighting them for years. What are you saying?
Fish, just tell them we're from the other side.
Yeah. She's like, it's just, I'm the other fish. I'm calling from the house on Kansas Street,
That
How
doesn't
did-
exist.
but it's not here. You've gone missing for like 6 months. Otis, what's his last name?
Trivedi.
Trivedi. I know what his last name is.
Oh. It was so
Otis
convincing.
What's his name? Trivedi. Otis Trivedi. We had a memorial for you because you disappeared during the storm.
Oh.
But
Shit.
but I saw reflections. We saw reflections at component video.
Composite.
No, that's stupid. That's a stupid name. No one would ever use that name. No.
Okay. Okay, so the message did get across.
But there was no message. A girl talked to me and she said, if I leave now, I'll miss it. Wait 5 minutes. And then she told me to say that, oh, maybe she did say, sorry. Then there was a phone call and I picked up the phone and it broke the phone, by the way. And she said the others were crossing. Is that the message?
Yeah, that's the message. There's a these aren't stable. There's a rupture here, and it's punched a hole, and I think it's this is a lot to explain. There's a couple of crossings between here and there, and I think the hole that happened here is going to allow the others to enter into.
Wait,
and then
wait,
if
wait.
they're gonna come through and
Who are the others?
you have to understand it's going to change.
I
understand.
think too much right now. Who are the others?
Click. Beep, 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 beep,
No!
beep, beep, beep.
I hate you so much. Freaking lost it.
Voice effects are fun, huh?
Yeah, that is cool, but I fucking hate you right now. Can we say that like she was holding the phone out? Or
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
there was
Everyone,
no
I'll say
phone.
anyone who would have wanted to gather around Fish could have heard that.
Yeah, okay, so how is everyone hearing this though? Okay, but sure. She's gonna relay what she said, but she didn't hear anything about during the garbly goop.
Correct.
Says people are. She says, he said people are crossing over, but he couldn't tell me who they were.
Didn't he say? Didn't they say the others?
Yeah, the others, but like, who were the others?
Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't we find out with the mirror episode that the group was it the Aboris or
Chorus.
The
The
chorus.
chorus.
Chorus? Maybe it's the chorus.
I don't know. Sorry, that name doesn't. The chorus doesn't have any meaning to us yet, does it?
It does.
It does.
The actual name, the chorus.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know we got like those weird poem lines, but I don't know if we got anything that says designating it as the chorus.
The very first one said said the chorus has assembled, the pact has been sealed.
Mm.
And the second one said so the first one said, we four are here. You called us from beyond the grave. The chorus has assembled. The pact has been sealed. The second one that you guys heard said, we four are here, summoned by the echoes of the void. The chorus has expanded. The seal now encompasses more than before.
Jesus.
Fish, you were here for the second one. And Elliot, I believe you were here for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
We
I
did
think
get one
we-
at the observatory, right?
That was the one you heard.
Yeah. But Blake was there for the first one as well, weren't you?
Rossi, Shane, Elliot, and JoJo were here for lock-in.
Oh, it was Shane.
And then Fish, John, Elliot, and Iquin, or Danny were here for the other one.
I mean, if they're crossing over, maybe it's one of the other spots that we've encountered things.
You guys were at the bowling alley.
Like the bowling alley too. Max has not crossed onto the empty patch. She's still sat astride her bike. Like, she's kind of watching me.
Wait till you hear about the
Matt's like,
library.
Matt's like, I was
now
thinking
she's
about
starting
joining
to
chorus
believe.
this year. God damn it.
Yeah. Not the dance studio, I hope.
She's watched like 3 kids have an imaginary phone call in the middle of an empty patch of ground. But, like, you know, she also doesn't like horror things either. So, as curious as she is about exactly what's going on here, because she's figured out that, like, you know, they're probably not that good of actors. There's just no way she's going to step on a haunted piece of ground.
That's fair.
Dumb.
That's fair.
You know.
Fish, give me another comprehend. I believe you have 2 dice remaining. 2 dice remaining.
I'll use one. One success.
Fish, this line of questioning that Blake is on, you know, whether you have told anyone else about it, that you have had 2 recent encounters with strange choral entities, strange chorus-like entities.
Yeah.
You also
would've-
remember that the phone call said, we have been fighting them for years.
Oh, I wanted to ask him what year it was. Shit. Yeah.
The fact that he said fighting makes the Red Dawn thing kind of make a little bit more sense. The things you
Yeah.
saw between JoJo's old house, or JoJo's house, I guess, and the radio rack are those seemed a lot less fightable.
Right. Oh, there was like something in the static.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was some. She'll explain, like, there was this place by the radio rack, and there was like
Radio Shack.
No, it was the radio rack. I know. It was different. And there was computer screens. They were all fuzzy. Billy Duncan was in them. But there was these weird, like, shadowy form in the static, and it tried reaching through the screen. And sorry, Mike, where were we where JoJo saw the
basement of JoJo's house.
The basement of JoJo's house? Seriously?
Yeah, where he lives, with his parents.
Are you saying that JoJo's house was built on an ancient Indian burial ground?
I'm not saying that.
Well, remember how JoJo's house burnt down and now it's not burnt down?
Yeah, you don't remember all your creepy reflections in the mirrors and the windows and the picture frames?
I remember that, but that was a different episode than...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
That was the episode you got JoJo's parents back. There was a device in the floor.
Oh, I thought that was the same one.
Nope.
I'm getting all my things screwed up.
That was the house that waited.
Yeah. I thought, okay, sure. Yeah, there was something in the floor of his basement. And I think it tried crossing through.
So could that be where the others are crossing over?
Or it could be in the library, in the room that disappeared with the mirror.
Maybe. I think Rossi took a piece of the mirror with him. And he cut his hand on it, remember?
Yeah.
She looks at Mads. Mads, just from like a mental health standpoint, how are you doing? This is a lot to take in, and you're sort of being force-fed to the proverbial wood chopper of sci-fi bullshit here. They all seem like I feel like it's gotten to the point where either this is one of the most elaborate, long-term, like multi-year pranks you've ever seen, or maybe they actually believe this is happening, or maybe this actually is happening. Either there's like an insanity epidemic running through the town's children, because they've mentioned other names of other kids that you are familiar with. So either there's an epidemic of insanity running through the town, or this is really happening and you just never noticed.
Yeah, she wouldn't have. I mean, she's not a big horror person, really, to be fair. So I think she probably would have, just weird things. She probably possibly might have just avoided. Or might have just never happened to her. Who knows? I mean, she was. But yeah, but at the same time, it's like, it's curiosity. She's 13. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, she just wants to see how this is going to play out now. Although I will say, if like that telephone had actually, just rang out loud in the middle of emptiness, or actually spoken, you would not have seen her for dust.
Gonzo.
So I think currently she's kind of started trying to back still. She's probably just tapping out a little rhythm on the front of her thingy with her drumsticks as she watches what's going to happen next.
As they watch this, as you watch the strangeness of the event happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Fish, Blake, and Elliot, you kind of begin listing off weird, like, the locations where weird stuff happened, right? Like, there's JoJo's house. There's the Radio Shack / rack. There's the Lake Manitok or the Dreaming Lake. There's the bowling alley. There's the observatory. So you start listing off places where like weird otherworldly shit has happened to like catalog, like, okay, what was some weird science stuff that's definitely related to the loop? Like the school, got it, cool, probably not there. And then you start like listing off these locations where like some otherworldly bullshit happened to you, some unexplained phenomenon begins to happen to you, and you guys sort of compile a list of potential locations for Fish's conspiracy board. What are you planning on doing with that information?
Fucking no. She doesn't know what she's doing with this information yet.
Well,
Did
we
it
still
say
have time.
when they're crossing?
If it was all glitchy.
It's probably soon. Probably today. If it hasn't already started.
Is it still raining and stormy?
It's never gotten fully stormy. It's always been like sprinkling.
Well,
Can we see Fish is gonna look to the clouds. Is there like I essentially want to know if there's like a pattern in the clouds. Like, is this storm centered somewhere that she can see? You know what I mean?
Interesting. Interesting that you should ask that. Go ahead and roll me comprehend. You have one more bonus die.
I do. Come on, bitch. Let's go. 2 successes.
You look around and you sort of do that thing where like, you know when kids look for stuff and they just sort of like spin around in a circle? So like half of what you're doing is like looking at the air, like up at the sky, and then kind of like looking around, and you're kind of trying to figure out where things are. And you don't have an aerial view. You don't even really have a high vantage point. You're pretty low. And you look around, but you're fairly certain the eye of the storm is dead center over the reactor. At the center of the loop.
Shit. What's over there? That's the loop, right? And she points to a specific point in the sky, like off in the distance.
You would all know that that area is the loop.
Yeah, that's the loop.
when isn't never the loop?
So
Apparently quite often.
it's the loop that he thinks responsible for this.
I don't know.
Telephones and random people in mirrors.
No, I don't know for sure, but
Should you call your friend Mr. LaBelle?
she looks at Will or Blake. Sorry. Yeah, your best friend, Mr. LaBelle, the scary guy. What's that sound?
I look at the mirror.
Everyone, roll me an investigation.
That's a scary sound, Mike. I don't like it. No successes. I'm spending a luck.
Okay.
I get
Whoopsie.
one.
Sorry, I hit re-roll on Blake's thing and got 3 successes.
Jesus.
Hold on.
Aggressive.
Because it pops up so quickly.
One
2
success on
successes.
Blake, 2 successes on Elliot, 2 successes on Fish. Cool. All you needed was one success.
I'll give one success to Mads too, so she can
okay,
see
all
it.
right, cool. I was gonna say, Mads, you keep not rolling on all the weird shit, which is so funny. You're like, this is strange. You guys are fucked.
It's gonna say.
I'll say, you know what? I'll say for sake of cinematography, Mads, you with the longest vantage point, since Fish is giving you one of her successes, you with the longest vantage point, you but I think this falls into the category of, oh shit, this is spooky, and so there's a moment before you actually can say anything about it, but you begin to see a black like a black rectangle, like a 2D rectangle, just sort of appear in the open air, and then you see Fish be like, "What's that sound?" And you're like locked onto this, Mads, and you're seeing in the middle of the air, roughly 4 feet off the ground, this piece of black rectangle slowly gets longer and longer, and you watch as like spider webs crack out into a window that doesn't exist. And then you all kind of catch this, and everyone turns to where Mads is looking, and halfway out of a crack in nothing is a black rectangle. From the perspective of Mads, you see on the opposite side of it a white rectangle on the inner side. The other three of you on the opposite side of it, you see a white circle on the other side. This thing is halfway through a hole in nothing, and the cracking slowly begins to stop. You see this thing just sort of hanging in the air.
Blake throws the mirror at it.
You throw the mirror at it, and it like tinks off of the plastic, off of the black rectangle, and hits the ground.
And the window is still cracking or not?
The sound stopped. The cracks are still there, but they are not spreading. This thing is probably like, maybe like 2.5, 3 inches tall by like an inch thick, and there's probably like I don't know, maybe 3.5 inches sticking out of this hole in reality.
Fish is gonna go over to it.
Fish, you begin walking over to this thing, and you recognize the closer you get, you are standing at the backside of a VHS tape.
Ah, my tape! She's gonna reach for it.
You reach for it. Give me a force roll.
My iconic item does nothing for me here. 2 successes.
You pull on this thing. You sort of grab the top and bottom of this thing, and you yank with all of your strength. You hear more of that sound as you're pulling on this thing. The marks begin to shatter more and more, and you yank this thing out of there. Mads, you watch as Fish pulls a VHS cassette tape out of the air. Fish, with that second success, you see on the other side a face that is completely black in shadow. You see 2 glowing silver eyes as you watch this thing grabbing back for the tape. All of you watch a pitch black hand that sort of doesn't end in round fingertips, but instead ends in like clawed, sharp nails, reach through this thing as the shattering glass slowly begins to come back together, and it pulls its hand back in. You see it close up.
I think as she's pulling back on it and she sees this hand, like she immediately like has like a look of like fear, but then she like this is mine, and she pulls it as hard as she can.
And you yank this thing out of there, and sort of fall on your ass, I think.
Yeah. And she holds it up.
You hold it up, and when you do, you see the white sticker on the other side that just says, what does it say, 2 fish?
4 fish.
Yeah, 4 fish.
I would never forget my tape. and she And she goes, "It's my tape. You saw that, right? You saw that, Mads."
Matt's is gone. As soon as that hand,
You go. You go.
as that hand, as soon as she seen that hand coming out of thin air, she was like, oh my
Mads?
she was gone.
You go. You saw that, right, Mads? And you go to look, and she is halfway down the street on her bike.
Oh,
Turned
yeah.
down, she's just like, nope.
That was awful.
I mean, that's not the worst reaction.
No.
Really, it's the only appropriate reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that scene, we have like that like cartoonish where like the camera focuses on Mads as she's just pedaling furiously away, and the camera just sort of irises to like Mads just going in the distance. And I think that's a perfect spot to end this episode, where Mads is just fucked off into the ether, away from the insanity of these children. I imagine the epilogue is now any time like in school over the next week, Mads will see any of you and just sort of, as she walks down, and just hopes to not interact with any of you again. Hell yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah. What an interesting episode. Sorry, wrong number. Episode, I don't know, 27, 28 of the Glenbrook Chronicles. Definitely not a campaign show. Let's see here. 1, 2, what we got? 24, I believe. Hell yeah. Let's wrap the show there. Let's go around, do our outros so that we can get the hell out of here. Do our after show, which you can get over on our Patreon in the link down below. We'll do our stars, do our wishes, talk about this episode, hear what Laura's first thoughts are on her first adventure into Glenbrook, and the madness that ensued herein. But for now, let's start with our newest player. Laura, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what are you up to?
Oh, my name is Laura. I go by Laura Bones on the internet mostly. I do Twitch occasionally. And most of the time I'm just around Discords.
Hell yeah. Hell frickin' yeah. Our other infrequent player that we're hoping to see a lot more of, Red, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what are you up to?
I'm the Red Oak Shield Virus, also known as William. You can find me on Discord from time to time. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, yeah. Perfect. Next up, Snow, who are you? Where can we find you? What are you up to, my friend?
I'm Normal Snow. You can catch me in the one-shots and the Patreon campaign, and very occasionally in the Discord.
Hell yeah. And last but not least, our amazing community manager, G, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what, pray tell, are you up to?
Hi, I'm the Friendly Neighborhood Lightning Invoker. You'll find me in the Discord for unMadeGaming all the time. Next weekend for the Patreon campaign with Norm, and the weekend after that, so in 2 Saturdays from now, is the July one-shots. And then on the Sunday after that, on the 27th, I think, is the other Patreon campaign from Mundus Novus, which I'll be in that one as well. Yeah, and I think that is it.
Hell yeah. That's it from all of us. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for encouraging the Glenbrook Chronicles, definitely not a campaign show, to continue getting weirder and weirder. Yeah, this has been awesome. I'm super glad to have Laura on the channel, and enjoying some of these shenanigans and the craziness to ensue here. More chaos to come. And I'm super glad to have Will back as well. So I'm excited to see what happens next on this show and all of our other Patreon shows. That being said, that's it from us. We will see you guys next time. Go join us over on the Patreon. Go join us in the Discord. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the conversation. From all of us to you guys, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you later.